is very exciting being here.
Thank
I
you, sir.
am coming here for the first time, and I have read some history of people who have made the world different places to be. And I discovered that they are usually small people that look like write-offs. If you look at in sports,
Yeah.
this man from Argentina,
Okay.
what is his
Messi.
name? Not Messi. I think the one that died.
Okay.
It's Maradona.
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 Yeah.
He looks small, pocket sized. And when you also look at Adolf Hitler,
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler is also so short. And when you come to Nigeria, IBB is also short. But all of these people have changed the course of history.
That's true.
And by the time I look at you too, although you are a bit taller than them, but by seeing you on the street, somebody will think he's just one of these babambolas. But you are doing
to God.
marvelously well here.
Thank you, sir.
This is April 2nd. And look at the maize I'm seeing here. So how did you come about this at this time when you are not an irrigation farmer in reality?
You know, in life, I think research is the base for every development and success you see in life. So sometimes it takes 1 year. It can be indoor. People can talk and say whatever they want to say. But to some of us that have seen what and have seen a problem ahead of us, we have realized that if I have not taken time to work on this and wait for this problem, when the problem is coming, I know how to hit it, we wouldn't have success.
You talked about research. What motivates you into research?
Yes, you know, they always say problems, solutions are part of things that part of some of the problems that we have. So when there is a problem, you have to go on research. So I have researched and I've realized in Moringa, you know, I have seen what Moringa have been doing all over the world.
Now,
I've been into it.
in other words, can I call you the Nostradamus of our time? The man that saw tomorrow. Means that you are seeing a problem today and you know that there is a solution and you decide to work today towards the solution. That's what you're doing.
That is exactly what God has shown us. I think by the year 2020, 2021, I mean 2000 and 2001, I have seen where the world is going, whether we like it or not. Some will believe, some will say, oh, no, no, no.
So where's the world going?
There will be a lot of hunger. There will be a lot of failure because of some of this climate change and some of these challenges, food shortages and so many other, even the chemical fertilizer and so many things, to be causing a lot of health challenges. All over the world, I have seen that God has shown me Moringa will be a solution to the whole world.
So you already began what other people are not seeing.
That is exactly. So we have some of our works in Oxford University in UK. They have gone through what I have done. And then they are already working on it. So not to talk
I was going to ask you, how are you reaching the world, beginning from home? They say charity begins at home.
Charity begins
at home. So how are you reaching the populace around home to know that there's a problem coming, but this is the solution? Perhaps you can call it whether vaccination or no pollution, something that is going to come. You now want to stop it from today.
Yes, you know, in life generally, sometimes you might be very big there to make that noise for the world to hear. But those that have seen the problems also ahead have said that this is the problem that is coming ahead. I think I have one of my India friend, when he came here, I think 2019, 2020, he said they asked him from US that they knows that there is a plant, that there is a solution to the war, that is going to be a solution, and it will take care of both the health challenges and the rest, because these drugs will certainly fail. So if the drugs are failing, what is it that we're going to back up these drugs in order to allow people, to give people life?
Vitality.
Yes. They said they have discovered his Moringa. And he told them, he said, okay, they want to collect this Moringa from somebody in Nigeria. They sent the man came down. I gave him that sample. He went to South Africa. They said they shouldn't even take the analysis in Nigeria. Go and do it in South Africa because Nigeria might compromise on giving the accurate result. He said he should go to South Africa. He took this sample that I gave to him. He went down there. When he researched, he analyzed, he forwarded it to US. They told him, he said that is the solutions
to the world.
So that people, whether you like it or not, 2026, 2027, all these things are deteriorating and gradually they are moving.
Could that be the reason Moringa is called plant of the millennium? The magic plant.
Yeah.
Many people have described it with different
So many
names.
different names.
Yes, I also did small research some time ago when I was working with Professor Oluodemi,
Okay.
Professor of Microbiology in the Obafemi Awolowo University in Ife.
Yeah.
And I saw that he planted Moringa around his fish pond. And it doesn't feed the fish, really. The droppings from the Moringa plant is the feed for the plant, and they were growing the fish, and they were growing very well. He also was the one that told me that Moringa is also can be used for water treatment. I've never heard it about it before until then.
No, so that is what also happened 2010 to 11 to 12 in National Veterinary Research Institute. You know, when they realized, the DG by then, the ED, told me, say, Moringa is just for water treatment. Why am I forcing them to go into other usage of Moringa? Curing all this poultry, this outbreak of avian influenza, swine flu, and all these atrocities in cows and the rest of them. That why am I forcing them to do that? I say, sir, this is my practical, this is my local thing. He said, no, he is a professor. Some of them are doctors. So why am I challenging them? I said, I'm not challenging you. I did my research locally at home.
So he's a professor professing what?
He's professing maybe the vaccines and other things that they are producing there.
Well,
but I told them, I said, that will surely fail. He said, this small boy is always looking for trouble. It's not trouble. God might show somebody out there, and he might be pushing even truck. He will tell you that this is what he has seen. So whether you argue, you believe him or you don't believe him.
I think being a professor is about solving human problems.
That is true.
If you are a professor and then you are not solving any human problem, well, it could be copy and paste professor, it could be armchair professor, but I respect professors very well. You can see I quoted an example of Professor Olu. That is a real professor.
Yeah.
I think that man is somebody that discovered the use of using waste from your home, banana peels, orange peels, cassava. You know, he had a hole at the back of his house. Then he would just put those things there, and then there's a form of fermentation, what they call rottenness, and the rest of that. Is one word that is most appropriate. I can't remember that word now. Decomposition is what. Then he has a pipe, something like this one, but smaller than this one. It's not. It doesn't have big circumference like this one. From that hole to his kitchen, he doesn't buy gas. Then the gas that is produced, I think ammonia or methane, or I cannot remember one of it, but one of the two. Pass through that to his kitchen, and that is what he uses, and it gives blue flame.
That one
no
is,
smoke.
Is free from all those.
And you know that after the decomposition, there is a liquid that is dropped. That liquid is both an insecticide and also a rodenticide.
Rodenticide.
If there are animals that come and eat your crops, you just carry that liquid and spray on it. No animal will come close there. And where he put that liquid, no mosquito will come around there. So you can see that professor that is telling you that he already has one use and therefore other uses should be buried. Maybe he did not hear.
No, it's just by then limited knowledge of Moringa.
Maybe by now he has expanded in knowledge.
You know, from what we have done, what I have done personally with them that year, made most of the universities in Nigeria to be going there for sabbatical leaves and researching on
do more studies.
To know more studies about Moringa with animals, Moringa, and humans, Moringa, and plants.
The Hausa people have this, they say Amfani Goma.
Yes.
You know, that one product can give you Amfani Goma. But
exactly.
in this circumstance now, Moringa has more than Amfani Goma.
It's more than.
Maybe Amfani Derrida or Amfani Million and the rest of that.
Yeah.
Well, on the whole, I can say that this is a very, very wonderful thing a young man of your age is doing. We have young people around who hang their trousers around and go about doing Yahoo, defrauding other people. Whereas God has given everybody the hands. What I read in the Bible says that God will bless the works of your hands. And this is the hands you are using. How can God not bless this? Somebody from afar will see you, they don't know who you are, they don't know your foundation, they don't know the base, not even the investment that you have. I can say anything about you, but the reality is what I have no idea. But what I can tell you is, you have a focus. What you have seen, I have not seen it. So you keep that focus. Anybody, they said a lion, if he's going like this in the safari, and these wild dogs are barking, the lion doesn't turn back. it doesn't turn back. It has a focus because all those ones are like rats to eat. So you are now the lion of this research entrepreneurship drive. So keep the focus, keep the goal, and as much as you can, if I can advise, maybe you can have something like an academy that will be training, teaching people and about this kind of entrepreneurship drive. People should use their hands. I have just said, perhaps eventually within the month, I also come, starting with 1 bag of fertilizer, because I also have a small farm. I will do that one. It now become also my laboratory of research. It also become my kitchen of cooking the food that I'm going to eat with my family.
That's great.
Thank you very much.
That's great. Congrats. I'm very grateful. Thank you for coming. You're welcome. We appreciate it.